Way everybody. Guess where we are? Where are we, hon?
We are on our way to the Temple Mount. We are in Jerusalem.
We're getting ready to enter into the gate. As we prepare to go to the Temple Mount.
For the first time. We've never been up to the Temple Mount before.
This is our seventh trip here to Israel, and this will be the first time I'll be going up onto the Temple Mount. She's going to Temple Mount. Holly's first time to Temple Mount. So, and we've got more native delegates that are coming. They're flying in today and over the next few days. We were invited to the Knesset, to the Jerusalem prayer breakfast, and we're getting ready to make a prophetic declaration from the Temple Mount. And should we tell them what the verse is?
Prayer.
Tell them what the verse is?
Sure.
So the verse that I'll be speaking from the Temple Mount is Jeremiah 3:17. At that time, the gate. Shoo. So here we're coming in through, which gate was this? Jaffa Gate. Jaffa Gate. We're now entering the old city. And here's where the Tower of David is over here. This is the old city. This over here is where the Tower of David is, where we did the concert with Joshua Aaron. And we're going to go down that little alleyway right there, which is usually full of open shops. And we will ascend to the Temple Mount. A lot of incredible things happening with First Nations here in Jerusalem, with all nations, all tribes, all people who live here and call Yerushalayim home. And so we're here as a peace party to proclaim peace and shalom to this city, which is named after peace, the city of peace. So, hon, did you have anything else, brother?
Thank you for your prayers. We've already had some really interesting adventures.
Yeah, that's right.
To say the least.
Let me make sure.
Something to say.
Oh, Holly's got something to say from the Hopi Pueblo Nation. That's what she has to say. So we just wanted to bring you all with us on this little trek. A very sacred walk. It's a trail of joy. Not a trail of tears. It's a trail of joy. We're supposed to make Jerusalem our chief joy. Adam! Man, one of these days you'll be here with us.
Yes.
Adam and Wanda, y'all got to be here with us.
Yes.
Oh, let me show you all the
We miss you.
Tower of David. And as you can see, there's every people group here. So it's one of the safest places to be. You know, every generation, let me flip this around. Oops. Every generation of the people of Israel since the establishment of the state, but traditionally this was indigenous Judean land before the Romans came and conquered and renamed it Palestine. It wasn't called that before. It's called Judea, which is where the Jews get their name from, the indigenous people of here. And every generation, can you imagine a country where every generation is a combat veteran? Every generation has seen war. It's literally, it's kind of like flipping things, you know? Yeah. So when you have such a love for the land, and there's people who hate the people of the land, but yet they fight for it, every generation It's actually making them stronger. It's making them better warriors to defend their ancestral homeland so that never again will a pagan, Roman, or anybody come and take over their lands. Watch out, Holly. Here we got John the Baptist. That might have been an angel, you never know. And actually, this street, this path right here is called, isn't it called the Derek Hamelech? This is the path of the angels that we're on right now. So that, yeah, because we're going right up here. You saw the Ethiopian nuns, or the, not Ethiopian nuns, or the Armenian. Yeah, the Armenians. We're in the Armenian quarter. If you don't know about the Armenians, there was a genocide, even after the Armenian quarter. And that, okay. Yep, there's a big old truck coming our way. I know. So Jeremiah 3:17, and I've been trying to memorize it, but let me see if I remember what it says. It says, at that time, okay, I remember now. At that time, Jerusalem will be called the throne of Yahweh, and the nations will be gathered to it, to the name of Yahweh. And no longer will they follow the stubbornness of their evil hearts. That's Jeremiah 3:17. I'm supposed to declare that from the Temple Mount. So keep us in your prayers. And keep going. Watch out for the trucks. Okay. As we make our way. So a little bit of the history. As I was saying before, this was called Judea, which is where the Jewish people get the name Jew from. And very typical, this was a historical common Roman practice that when the Romans conquered a people and their land, what they would do is then they would change the name of the land to that indigenous people's enemies. And so the Romans knew that the biggest enemies of the Judeans was the Philistines. And so when the Romans came, occupied, colonized, renamed the ancestral land Judea to Palestine. And this happened, Emperor Hadrian did this in the 4th century. And what's really interesting is even when Israel became a state, if you look up the very first quote-unquote Palestinian flag, it's got a big old Star of David on it. So do some history, do some research. The Jewish people are the indigenous people of Judea. And their story is a story of hope. They've been restored to their ancestral homeland, their language, their customs, their songs. And this has just been an incredible journey. We just started. We'll be here a little while longer. But today, we're going to go ahead and start preparing to ascend to the Temple Mount. So I'm signing off here, and we will see you all, talk to you all, and give you an update. Hun, do you have anything for them? She looks smashing. She looks incredible. Look at this. Look at her representing her people with honor and dignity and beauty.
I'm halfway.
You're halfway? So, you got anything?
Blessings on Shavuot from Jerusalem.
Hak Sameach. Hak Sameach, everyone.
God bless you. How are you?
God bless you. And can I have your blessing?
Yes, absolutely. Cualquier baba tú le tocar, grami keni, grami karayagwe.
No photo.
Oh, I'm not following you. Bontum bokasabe, bontum bokatiki shua, bomatum, boa, bomatum of your holy. Ahanka.
With both hands?
With both hands? Sure, absolutely.
Might want to get out of the way. I think a car's coming.